EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This game, the ninth that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the third of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. ETN up the middle. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards. Brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in the season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The Jaguars now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That thing's going to be tough to beat in this one.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. on the counter. ETN. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Steps away. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Jags are back within a score. Extra point kind of knuckling home, but it is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. 20! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The 30. 10. Touchdown. Zay Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he bowls over him. Oh, and now some space to operate. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead in the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second down, ETN once more. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Lawrence. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 53 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to them and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's got room. Touchdown! KJ Hamler. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Lawrence. Out to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
ETN on the toss right.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who put...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintain.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big